both, but it's something the industry's been dealing with for 20 years.
You know what? We got unmuted here. You know what it was? When we started the show. Hey everybody, welcome to Love and Relo, the voice of the relocation industry. We're adapting, we're overcoming. We're here at the IAM in NYC.
Yeah.
We're having internet issues here, and when we started, normally our opening clip comes on, plays a little montage, gets everybody jazzed,
Okay.
and it mutes us behind the scenes so we don't say something stupid when the camera's off. But the mute never came off like it's supposed to.
So
the internet's
we have to do everything.
So all the amazing things, hit that like button, get in the comments, okay? Daisy, get in the comments. Anthony, get in the comments. Let us know you're out there, okay? Rachel Fisher-Lyons, get in the comments,
Hi, Rachel.
Mike Klarner, get in the comments here, okay? Give us a little shout out. Give us a little, just zhuzh the algorithm a little bit for us.
So although we've been on mute, we just have to.
Oh, man, it was a phenomenal practice, though.
It sure was.
Right?
It's okay. It's all in here now.
So tell us about Mini Moves, John.
So Mini Moves been around since 1991. We specialize in small moves. We've been doing that for a long time now. We have 140 locations throughout the U.S.
That's a lot of locations.
Yeah. But the real cool thing about what's happening now is the last 2 years we created a company called Worldwide, which is an international arm of our business. And many people over the years that I've known that are in international, now I'm doing business with them. So that's really cool. Getting out here, seeing this event, meeting people that you don't normally just, talk to on Teams. It's good to press palms, shake hands, say hello, and spend some time with each other. Because this is such an important event. It does bring additional business moving forward.
So now what drove you to get into the international side? Was that your corporate clientele or your COD clientele, or what was it that made you decide to do that?
It was a little of both, but we saw the dip in the market in 2023 that, because of what was happening on the military side and the interest rates were going up, we recognized we had to diversify. We were just domestic. So going into the international really created a great opportunity for us to bring in additional revenue. And then we're growing revenue month by month. It's increasing. So we're excited about being in this space.
Yeah, it's really interesting that you guys are getting into that now after, to do a pivot, being in business since 1991 and to do a pivot in 2023 or whatever, it's super cool. I love watching, how companies, evolve over time, in this industry. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, we're excited about it. And I think 2026 is going to be a good year. Everything I'm hearing about what's going on in the military side I think it's going to help the rest of the industry as well.
I wanted to ask you what you're seeing out there, because you touch a little bit of the consumer side, you touch a little bit of the corporate side. I think you might even have a military scat code or two out there, right?
We have a military
so you really diversified. I mean,
right.
What are you seeing out there?
Well, 2025 was actually better for us than 2024. 2024 was a decent year for us as well. But what I'm seeing now in 2026, I think it all depends on what's happening with now that the Global House of Good contract has been canceled. You're going to start seeing an influx of our business that's really going to help all of our industry, not only the military, of course, but across the board. And if interest rates dip a little bit, they get more in line to where people are it's more affordable to relocate. You're going to see the business pick up.
I saw a headline just yesterday, 2 days ago, that mortgage interest rates are at a 1-year low. Now, hopefully it continues, and maybe we'll be at a 2-year or 3-year low soon, and it's going to trigger, I think, a lot of demand for home purchases, and obviously that triggers a demand for moving.
It does, and the cool thing about our company is, we're big in the apartments as well.
Okay.
So we don't rely as much.
Oh, you love those renters. Sit on the sidelines.
The renters are our best customer.
We love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're pretty excited about what we're going to see in 2026.
That's awesome, man. Well, I hope you're right. I've got a whole room full of people out here rooting for you and that prediction right there. What are you looking forward to most for this conference?
Just meeting the people that I started to do business with now, and an opportunity to do more business as well. So on the international side, domestic side there are friends that I have here in the industry forever and ever and ever. So it's good to see them as well.
Yeah. Got any good restaurants lined up? Anything?
We had a couple of good steak places.
Okay,
good steak. Maybe an Italian restaurant.
I had a nice steak with you when we were in Chicago last. It was very nice.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of clients we're taking out as well.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to hitting the town.
That's really awesome. Well, John, thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure,
man.
man.
For the opportunity.
Thank you so much, and good luck at Mini Moves.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, everybody. We got Anthony Shipp coming up now from M. Dyer. Oh, what's going on?
How
you doing?
We got to do the traditional. Can you hold the mic?
Lay me, baby. Let's go.
I got a vibe in with the
Oh,
Paloma
I
accent
love
colors.
it. I love it. I love a little purple and gray. It's like my vibe. Come on over here, Anthony. Hey, we got all the technical stuff out of the way here for you. You know, now we know you're coming on here. It's good to see you, bud.
Yeah, likewise.
I like how we both got the same dress code memo here, huh?
Yep.
Usually you're the one like in the beautiful, haberdashery, and I'm over here looking like a schlub, you know. And now today you're like on vacation, mahalo, and everything.
Yeah, it's 100%. I mean, we looked
I
at
love
the.
this. This is nice, man.
Yeah, this actually was custom made.
This is the custom stuff.
Custom stuff. But shout out to 10 Tomorrows. That crew put it together for us in Honolulu.
That's really nice.
We got a matching setup for everybody at M.
Hey, man, M. Dyer comes through with the every year. I think you guys do custom shirts, don't you?
Yeah,
or
this year we're doing a custom shirt today, tomorrow on Saturday, and also on Sunday.
Yeah, come here. Come stand back here just a little bit. Yep. There you go. Show everybody that shirt. There, looks great, man. That's great. Do your staff design that, or you guys work with a partner to design that?
No, this was a lady that runs a company called 10 Tomorrows, like a boutique Aloha shirt maker, and she just has the prints already made, and we just had an option on making a couple different custom cuts. But this is your traditional camp shirt style Aloha shirt, so
very nice.
We're vibing with today.
I like that. I like that. Now, what do you wear when you go outside? You step outside, you got to put something over that.
Yeah, I got a jacket to put over that.
Got a coat or something?
Yeah, it'll be a little chilly out there.
Very nice. So tell us, you're bringing this Hawaii Aloha. What's going on over there in Hawaii right now?
Things are good, except for this little government shutdown.
You guys are very government-based over there in Hawaii.
Yeah, we do. We do a lot. Probably about 60% of our household goods volume is all DoD movements, so it's pretty significant.
And I'm hearing that our military service members getting paid right now?
No.
Oh, that breaks my heart, man.
Yeah,
I was just talking to one of my best friends, an air traffic controller, and he hadn't got paid in 3 weeks right now.
Yeah, I know. So they missed the so they get paid on the 1st and the 15th. Mm-hmm. So the first paycheck, I think that was still in the FY25 budget.
Yeah.
They didn't get paid on the 15th, so they won't get paid on November 1 as of right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Man, so what is that doing to the number of shipments that you're seeing?
Oh my God, that was a little bit chaotic because 2 weeks ago, they were right before the beginning of the new month. The Friday they announced that they were going to shut down all moves, which included all the stuff that was in the pipeline prior to September 30th, as well as the stuff that was going into the end of the year. But following Monday, then they changed course and they said, okay, everything in the pipeline up to September 30th, that's still going to flow through, but nothing new is going to be popping until whenever the government turns back on.
So what does that start and stop kind of cadence do to your business?
Well, right now it's okay because everything that's still flowing through from the last couple months.
So you kind of took it off the books, put it right back on the books.
Exactly.
So it wasn't that big of a deal.
I think we're going to feel the impact of us really is that the longer this shutdown goes for, then this is going to really affect us in Q1, which is, as we know, traditionally is a really slow time of the year. So
you really need that business in Q1.
Exactly.
And then is it going to push to Q2 where you're already jam-packed?
Exactly. That's another possibility. So it's another, sort of a daisy chain effect. The other part too is just besides the service members, which is totally unfortunate that they're not getting paid, we're not getting paid either. So the same payment cycle that you need in order to.
So wait, not only are you not getting the shipments, but we're not getting
paid on anything we bill. So typically we use Dayco's service. They bill everything.
Shout out to Dayco's. Love those guys.
Shout out to Dayco's. We love them too. They put everything in by Wednesday. It was done, I think, by 4 p.m. Eastern time. The checks, the ACH hits on Friday. Well, we haven't seen that for the last 3 weeks.
Wow. Because the government's just not paying their bills.
Because the people in the government that do that part, they're not there to receive it. To send the cash flow.
There's not monitoring the inbox right now.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's not like the government's not paying their bills, quote unquote. The billing people aren't working right now.
Exactly. So it'll eventually catch up, right? Once the government turns back on. But imagine if you're like a small operator, you don't have a line of credit, you don't have, good cash flow in your business to sustain its time. Like you got to do some drastic measures, furloughs, layoffs, and all those kind of things. And it's just a downstream effect in the business.
Do you think a lot of DoD movers right now are running on that line of credit because of the fact that they're not getting cash flow right now?
I don't know. I mean, probably theoretically, yes. But we're coming off the peak season right now, so a lot of cash flow was pretty good, right? So they should have a little bit of a buffer. But the reality is like, yeah, if they're running, thin margins and so forth, then they have to rely on their line of credit. Typically, also, this is the time of year where people buy some materials to kind of prep up for the upcoming year. So they've got some cash going out for that as well. So yeah, it's going to be a tough times right now until this government gets back online.
Do you think with those orders being kind of pushed out and maybe into Q2 of next year, it's going to create maybe a capacity crunch in the summertime like we maybe haven't seen in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I'm hoping, this is what I'm actually hoping for, is like, so if you remember in COVID, when they shut everything down right smack in the summertime after we shut down, there was like about a 90-day drought, and then things started to pick up, and we had like almost like a double peak because we had a peak in Q1.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that maybe it catches up, and right before.
So like a peak, like a little peaking, like 27.
Like an early peak would be awesome. Like if we have an earlier peak, like maybe in April.
In 26.
In 26, that would be okay. That would be better because then you started ramping up your quantity of headcount that you have, any seasonal workers and things like that. You're usually probably should be geared up by that point.
Sure. We got people checking in here. Sammy checking in. Tamara Holt checking in. Hey Ben, where's the hat? As I saw a post with you traveling with a hat box, or is that hat for next week in Salt Lake City? Great question, Tamara. I have two hats. I have one that is a more Western themed hat with a pencil curl and feathers in it. And that's going to be for Salt Lake City, probably for the Rocket Party on Wednesday of next week. But tonight you'll probably see me out with a gray beaver felt fedora matching this pinstripe, maybe my gangster kind of mafioso kind of vibe tonight, Tamara. But a gentleman doesn't wear a hat indoors. You know that, Tamara. Come on now.
Yeah, you got to give a shout out. You got to give it a shout out to Ben because he's always got the nice drip.
I'm trying. Listen, man. It's funny. It's funny how just a white dress shirt and a suit passes for drip. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I do got a little.
You got a little bit color, got a little flavor. And we got you laid up here, so you're good.
Yeah, man. There we go. Rachel Fisher Lyons, welcome to New York. Yes, Rachel, I saw you talking in the panel earlier about marketing and everything. That was awesome. What do you come here for, Anthony? What's the real target for you?
I mean, MDire is a really old company. We started in 1968, one of the original defense moving companies. And so when Medford Dyer, in the name, the founder was one of the plank holders when the Household Goods Moving Association started. So we've been coming for decades now at this point right now. So we know so many people. We're like on a third generation of leadership right now in the company. And this is the largest turnout of the industry. So we see everybody. I mean, we have other smaller associations that we attend, but this is the big one this year. This is why we have a big turnout. We've got 9 people between our subsidiary company and the MDire proper. So
what's your subsidiary company? You want to give them a shout out?
Darby Movers. So if you're in the military moving, Darby Movers Inc. is the TSP. We operate out of North Carolina and Washington State, but we're a Hawaii-based company, but we do global household goods international moving for the DoD and GSA. So awesome. Shout out to Rebecca Parker, who's our president of Darby Movers, and Veronica Lakota, and then Wanda Whalen, who's our other move coordinator with Darby Movers.
Nice, man. Nice. And Anthony's a great follow, by the way, on the socials. Anthony travels a lot, and your travel blog is pretty awesome, dude. I got to give you credit for that, man. It's nice to see people that run companies that are also able to have such a vibrant presence online. I think that sometimes we can start taking ourselves so seriously when we become a CEO of a company, and we forget that not only are we the face of the company, and but we're like probably the number one kind of brand statement for that company, and like we have an opportunity to kind of like add some personality.
Yeah, the other, I think in the old days, like it's just companies just have like intranet sites. I think that's sort of boring.
Yeah.
And when I started trying to connect with like that lower end millennial and the Z gens that are coming to work, so we run our social just like as if it was like an intranet site. So it's not only facing externally, but our internal staff is watching that, and so they want to know that the boss is like doing the right thing for the company, and that we're putting our best foot forward. Yeah. And they like to interact with that. So that's solid.
Yeah. Anthony, man, I can talk to you all day, buddy. I'm going to catch you later at the
Likewise.
bar. Can't wait, man.
I got a little gift for you, everyone.
Oh, you're always...
Here's a little bit of Hawaiian chocolate. There's a couple other gifts in there.
I love these
Hawaiian
chocolates.
Coffees. So that's for you, Ben.
Thank you so much.
I got you a little...
you know what I need for my dashboard?
Yes.
Does this go in my dashboard?
Yeah.
Is this actually my? This looks like my wife. Actually, this is great. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Can I do one quick shout out?
Yes, please.
So, hey, we're running a little promo. If you come by booth 404 here, MDR, you can get one of these hula dolls. If you put hula on the move, hashtag hula on the move, we're going to be pulling off whatever the creative piece that you put out together. You have a chance to win. We're going to give away a Labubu tonight. And we got a blue Labubu for tonight. And we got to give another away on Sunday. So come through, get your free hula doll, post it on our social, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever, and hashtag hula on the move, and you can have a chance to win a Labubu.
Dude, you guys have the best stuff, dude. I always appreciate the hospitality, man. Thanks so much, Anthony. It's always a pleasure to see you, friend.
Aloha.
All right, awesome, man. Take care. Bill Lovejoy, everybody. We got Bill Lovejoy in the house. The Bill Lovejoy, everybody. Welcome, buddy. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I didn't bring any gifts. I feel
well. Yeah, I mean that's a hard act to follow, man. I see you got flowers on your shirt, but no presents, man.
Yeah, Anthony set a high bar.
You know, you need one of these, man.
If I only had one of those.
Yeah, sheesh. But how are you doing, Bill?
I'm good.
So tell everybody a little bit about, maybe tell everybody about Republic in case they don't know about Republic Moving Storage.
Republic Moving Storage is in San Diego. We are one of the largest international movers in the nation, and pride ourselves on doing an excellent job for our customers.
Nice. And y'all hosted Dispatchers most recently, didn't you?
We did. It was mostly done by my son and my team, Andrea and Tim, but they did a heck of a job.
Yeah. Well, no, I heard they took all the credit, but I figured you might have cut a check or two. So, tell us why that was important for you to host Dispatchers and what that's all about.
Well, I think, anytime you can give back to the industry, you should. I mean, one of our employees is president of the San Diego chapter for CMSA, Andrea, and now Tim's chairman for DAB.
Yeah.
So I think
domestic asset-based movers. Yes.
I think it's important to give back, let your people get involved, and show some leadership in the industry.
Yeah, and tell people what Dispatchers is for those who don't know.
It's been probably 25 years plus that they've been around, and they get together once a year, and it really is paid for the dispatchers, the operations managers, owners to get together and kind of talk about strategy for the summer. They share intel. They share, hey, I can haul for you. I can do this for you, and I can provide certain services. So it's a great time for people just to get together and help one another.
Love it. So what are you looking forward to most for IAM this year?
Well, I bring 4 people with me from my company, and we just connect with all of our customers. We work with about 238 TSPs, and
wow.
Most of them are here. So we get a chance to mingle with them, talk to them, and reacquaint ourselves, cover the summer of last year, and talk about the summer of this year.
How did you get started with your business? I got to ask. I feel like you and I might have had worked at the same place at one point in time.
Way back when, I started working when I was 11 for my dad on the trucks.
Wow.
So in Ohio.
Wow.
So San Diego is not Ohio.
Yeah.
So I started out young, and then I was a very small partner with Beacon's Moving Storage. When we had that, we sold that in 2006.
Okay.
And in 2008, I was out of my non-compete, and that's the year I started Republic. We had 2 trucks, and one of them ran. The other one, not so much. And
I think everybody can sympathize with that, right?
Yeah.
One was trailer storage.
One was just junk. But we've been blessed, and we've got a great team. We have great people, and we don't have a lot of turnover in our crews. We don't have a lot of turnover in our office, and that really helps.
Yeah.
We have good people.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really great. San Diego's not a bad place to start a moving company, is it?
It's great if you like weather. It's horrible if you want to pay taxes.
Yeah. So tell us what's going on in your world. What are you thinking about these days as a business owner of a moving company in San Diego?
Diversification, probably.
Okay.
That seems to be the key word these days, but you can't depend. The military's still a little skittish. They've given us 3 years with the DP3 that we.
Is that what we're on right now? 3 years.
That's what they just announced.
So GH, tell us a little bit what happened with GHC. We know that it's no longer, but where are we now?
After GAC, they appointed a group, a task force, if you will, to dig into the household goods and make a decision on the direction.
Now, a lot of folks wanted to be a part of that, but they were very well. Who ended up being? Did any movers get to be a part of that?
None of us were on the task force.
Okay.
They have the third-party company that did a lot of interviews, did a lot of fact-finding, if you will. So we participated with them. We had several conference calls with them. We went through the numbers in detail with the drivers. Here's what they make. Here's what they, this is why it's not working. And I think they listened because they called back with lots of questions, lots of times. So I think they give that information to General Curtis.
Yeah.
And I believe they made the decision to keep things as it is. They did mention in their release that they were going to review the rates, which they have to review the rates. Right now, they're not compensatory.
Yeah.
For me personally, I've been starting to work on trying to get our fuel surcharge back for our road drivers because they took the better portion of that away. They changed the basis from $2.50 a gallon to $3.50 a gallon.
That's a big change.
It's a huge change for an average driver in my fleet. It was $26,000 net to the driver
Annually.
Wow.
And they're taking a $26,000 a year pay cut just off the fuel.
Well, it's not like they make so much money they can afford it.
No.
It's tough to make a profit as a driver in our business today.
Wow. If you had a message for General Curtis right now, what message would that be?
Well, I think I would back off the rate reasonableness and let us make a profit. And I would get that fuel surcharge back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, we're losing drivers. I had 23 drivers in 2023. I'm sorry, 24 drivers in 2023. I have 8 today.
Wow.
They're not leaving to go work for another mover. They're leaving the industry.
Right. That capacity doesn't just shift. It leaves.
Right.
And once it leaves, it's gone.
It's gone because they get out of mover shape.
Yeah, they get out of hey, I'm out of mover shape. All right. We had to move this table from that side of the room to this side. I had to outsource that thing. Okay. All right. Once you start bumping docks for a year and a half, man, you're done, right?
One of my best drivers, the first driver I hired after I bought the company, 2008, left the company to work for a company that he basically is the driver, bump stocks, takes trailers to Phoenix, San Francisco, and LA, and then back home. He's home at least 2-3 nights a week, and he's making $90,000 salary, plus full benefits, full vacation. He said, I'll never come back. Can't do it.
Man, he ain't got to worry about his fuel surcharge, I bet.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent point. And the freight market's just gotten so competitive, especially like during COVID and everything. It's gotten a little softer lately, but it's still very compelling right now. And you're right. And I worry a lot about drivers leaving this industry. And what are we going to do about that, Bill?
Until you fix the race, there's not much you can do.
I mean, I know for the longest time, everyone's strategy was just to have more kids. Yeah. But we just can't do that, right? You can't. I mean, you can't have 23 kids, man. That's no way to fill a fleet.
And the drivers, I had a 33-year-old driver, excellent driver, top shelf. Customers loved him, great claims, and he left last spring to work cash for drivers because he could make $600 a day
and stay at home.
And stay home.
The daily rates on the labor too. People don't understand the impact that has.
It's killing our drivers. It's anywhere from $200 to $300 a day. Mostly the major markets are $250 to $300.
When I started in this business, in the real deal moving side of this business, probably in 2012, I'll say, 13 years ago, it was $100 a day, and now it's $250 to $300 a day. It is literally 2.5 times to 3 times more money per person on a shift. The labor cost has tripled in 13 years.
And if you want them to go on base, they can charge you a premium for that.
Well, yeah, because they're sitting in line for however long.
That's right.
And let's be honest, 20% of people don't qualify.
That's a good point too.
And I don't know, 20% is the number I just pulled out of my butt, but I mean, there's a whole lot of folks that move furniture for a living that don't qualify.
Right, exactly. So the labor is, that just adds to the driver's burden.
Yeah, really interesting. There's a lot of nuances here, and it's really easy, I think, in a boardroom to make big decisions around programs like this, right? But there's a lot of nuance when you get to the curb.
Absolutely. And the curb's where it matters. They're the ones actually in the home with the customers.
Yeah. Bill, thank you so much for your time. I really
pleasure.
appreciate you, man.
Nice
Thanks for stopping by. And IAM's going to be in your neck of the woods next year, huh?
That's right. I invited everyone down to the house.
We appreciate you hosting and buying all the drinks, man.
I'll be there.
Thanks so much, Bill. Take care, man. We got Rachel Fisher Lyons on now. Come on, Rachel.
All right.
Come on, let's go. Look at this. The maven of marketing here.
Hi,
Look at this.
you?
Yes. It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you too.
You had a fantastic panel earlier.
I tried. Yeah. So, I think I succeeded actually.
Yeah, you did. You did more than try. You nailed it.
Yeah. No, we had a great session. I had it with.
I wrote down Lemlist.
Yes, that's an awesome tool. I can help you use that, Fun.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a great session on modernizing business development for movers, and it was really good because I'm the marketing side of that.
Yes.
And then we also had Georgia Engel on the panel, and she's very much like strategy of like the business development strategy. So she brought that perspective, and then we had Anu Datani, and she's from Universal Relocations, and she's like very much like the boots on the ground.
Yep.
But not just the boots on the ground, but like in different markets as well. So it's like she has, experience in India, in UAE, and like here in the US. So it was really like a good, diverse perspective.
It really was.
Yeah.
She's got some great experience, internationally. I loved it. I thought it was just a really.
And that's what we're doing here, right?
Really
International moving, that's what we're doing here.
It was wonderful. Yeah. Shout out to Ryan Marsh. I see you there. He said,
Hey,
let that pocket square shine, my man. It's covered. All right, buddy. I'll try. You know what?
It is really good.
There we go. How about that?
Yeah, I like it quite a bit.
Appreciate it. It kind of goes with my lay here a little bit. Ryan said the Lovejoys are some of the best people out there. Wishing you well, Bill.
They are.
We'll pass that along to Bill. What is one thing that movers need to be focusing on from a marketing perspective right now? What's that thing that when a mover comes, he says, Rachel, help me with my marketing. You're like, first we need to do.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, well, there's two things I would say. One is that it's not really as complicated as people make it. That's like one of my big goals. I'm always trying to simplify marketing for movers, right? So it's really consistency is the number one thing. So whatever it is that you try to do, we want to make sure that we are being consistent and you're just doing that one thing every week or every month or whatever it is. Just like commit to something, whether that's sending emails to your network or posting on LinkedIn or whatever it may be. Just be consistent, and that alone is going to take you a long way, and that's why a lot of people hire me because it's hard.
I was going to say the best way to be consistent with it is to outsource it to Rachel,
right? Because I'll make sure it gets done.
I mean, we've been working with you, just and you're not paying me yet to say this, but we've been working with you for 5 years.
You're maybe my longest running client, or like up there at least.
Yeah, we've been working with you for 5 years, and we send out a weekly newsletter.
Yeah.
And that gets us in front of so many people. Mm-hmm. And you said it during your panel session, it keeps you top of mind with folks. And when I talk to my clients, because we refer you to our clients a lot, when I talk to my clients about like, okay, what do we need to do? I'm like, well, let's just start with a weekly newsletter.
Yeah.
And maybe for some people it's not weekly because they're not as interesting as we are, right? So maybe it's monthly or every 2 weeks. But I do think it should be more than monthly because I think monthly like you get lost in the sauce a little bit. Yeah. But like maybe like every 2 weeks. I actually think weekly's good. But get in their inbox. Let them see your name.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just it's staying top of mind with people. That alone will take you so far. Like people think they have to have this like really fancy marketing strategy, and I mean, I can come up with a fancy marketing strategy. I love to come up with something complicated and cool with like
Yeah.
all the little like automations and things like that. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be like that. It can really just be as simple as I'm going to post on LinkedIn once a week. I'm going to send a marketing email every 2 weeks, and like just that alone keeps people visible. And I see that with my clients all the time, right? So like like people will come up to me and they'll say like, oh yeah, I see like so and so every time I open my LinkedIn page. I'm like, yeah, but all that is because we make sure that we're posting twice a week, like on the dot, and that's kind of all that.
Talk about
is.
LinkedIn posting though, because you talked about that. I saw a cool graph, and everyone took their phone out, took a picture of it in your presentation. Let's talk about what people should post on LinkedIn, and let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, you're like the expert on
Yeah,
that.
I know.
feel
I'm
like
setting
a
you
little,
up here for a little debate.
I know. So
I like to disagree with Rachel, and sometimes she's right. Sometimes she's right too, and I have to like eat my words for decades.
But sometimes you're right. So it works out. But so the graph that I shared, and to be fair, this was not. I made that up. That's like that's just my strategy. That was not like a scientific marketing science.
But it sounded good.
Yeah, but
once you put it on a PowerPoint deck, it's gold. Like it's codified.
Absolutely. But so I always say about 70% of what you post on LinkedIn should be adding some kind of value that's related to what you do. Okay. So, that's things like thought leadership, giving your take on what's going on in the industry, giving tips to your target audience, right? That's like you tell them what's going on in your industry, things like that. 20% I say should be personal, so that can really be anything from like what motivates you at work to here's what a day of my life looks like, or this is a hobby that I really love and enjoy, and help people get to know you better, right?
Yep.
And then 10% selling. Like I think that's like
like selling is like what? Like
selling is like, we offer this service. This is something that we do for people. This is how we, schedule a meeting with me. Like, did you know that we, offer, I don't know, like final mile service or, whatever it is if you're a mover. So, so like that's basically, the way that I like to break it down, because.
So I'm gonna challenge this a little bit.
Yeah. You're gonna break my graph.
I don't agree with the numbers on this, okay? On the mix here.
Yeah.
I want to agree with it.
Yeah.
Like intuitively. I just did a post about my freaking luggage.
Yeah.
That went crazy, okay?
Yeah.
And I hate when it goes crazy about my luggage, because I don't want my luggage to go crazy. I want me being super smart to go crazy, or like look at how wonderful my team is to go crazy, or look at all these great jobs that I have, apply now to go crazy. But my freaking luggage and me being a diva about packing so much stuff is what goes crazy.
Okay, but
I tagged one person who didn't even like it.
Yeah, and what I would challenge you on with that is like, if every single post is about your luggage, that would not do well.
That's fair.
For your LinkedIn, right? It's like if every single post.
Maybe. Let's try it.
1 month. 1 month
about
luggage
what
content.
Ben's bags for 1 month.
We could do something like, I don't know if you have a
Ben's accessories.
You could start your like TikTok account, like a luggage talk.
High maintenance. Just me being high maintenance, like my high maintenance-ness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daisy's like, you want to handle those posts, those daily posts?
Yeah. No.
I actually think that would perform really well.
We could run an experiment. My very marketing scientifically proven mix.
Your 70-20-10.
Yeah, versus your luggage.
Me just being high maintenance every day.
Yeah.
And oversharing.
Yeah. No, but that's I think a really good example though of like, that's why it's important to add this personal stuff, add this sort of day-to-day stuff. And I would argue that almost goes into the 70% a little bit, because what you were really doing is you were telling people, hey, I'm on my way to IAM.
Yes.
Like, come see me at IAM.
Yes.
So you were kind of telling people that passively. So I would almost argue that your luggage went in the 70%.
Oh,
you were just very engaging and creative in how you did it.
Thank you. I literally been walking up to people they're like coming up to me like, oh yeah, you're on the road for 10 days, aren't you? Like, oh, you got a lot of bags. Oh, where's your hat?
Yeah.
Like they're coming up to me like referencing this post that they went crazy. Ryan's got a question here. He says, when are people going to stop with the ChatGPT posts on LinkedIn? They all sound the same, and I'm tired of the emojis. Please preach to the people.
I
Ryan
agree
said.
with you, Ryan. And you know what? I actually did a LinkedIn post on that like maybe 6 months ago. And like the opening line was like, who else is sick of all these ChatGPT posts on LinkedIn? And
Makes me sick.
that went crazy.
It went crazy?
Yeah. Because people like everyone agrees. And like LinkedIn makes it worse too because they're almost encouraging you to do it. They're like, oh, use our little like GPT tool to like write your post. I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
my
improve with AI or edit with AI
Yeah.
or whatever.
And listen, like I am pro AI. I use AI in what I do, but like the key is that you need to put it in your own voice, right? Like you need to use it as a starting point or to improve what you're doing, things like that. But like you can't just have AI write that because it's very obvious. Like it's very obvious to me. Like I'm like reading something that's like all this flowery language, and I'm like, I know Ben. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
or I like it.
I don't. And
Yeah.
I've even gotten to the point where like sometimes I'll do a post and I'll say at the bottom, not written by AI or something like that.
But like it's pretty obvious. So
Yeah, if it's like authentic, it's I hate it. I think some people just don't feel comfortable writing them on their own, and so they just.
But people don't want to read a perfect post. They want to hear from you. And everyone has their own style, and like complicated or longer or the biggest insight ever, or too many insights in one post, which is something I'm really guilty of.
I'm guilty of that too.
It's like that's not better necessarily.
Yeah, that's a good point. I put I'll do like top 5 reasons why, and really I should do 5 posts.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always tell people what is the best thing that you can post on LinkedIn is really just if you just committed to posting a selfie once a week, you'd be killing it. Honestly, that's it. It's not going to be the greatest strategy of all time, but you're going to be ahead of 95% of people who either aren't posting at all or are posting unoriginal thoughts because they're using AI. So.
I think vulnerable selfies is, and not only vulnerable where you're trauma dumping, because people do that, I can't find a job, day 93, and you're like, ooh, that's not good. Yeah. But where it's okay, I have a obsession with pens. Anyone else just buy too many pens or buy too many hardcover books or that. My hardcover book one also went crazy. Me just with a random hardcover book that was pretty mid that I got from the library. I found this book in my back seat. Anyone else travel with hardcover books? And then people are like, yeah, books rule. Kindle suck.
I'm a Kindle girly. Yeah, I'm definitely a
people
Kindle
went crazy
girly.
for that too.
Yeah, no. I think it's just not as complicated as people, make it out to be. So,
but I think the hardest part is being vulnerable, and the hardest part is letting putting yourself out there and hitting post.
I think some of the best posts that I see from people are day in the life. This is just something that I did today. And you might not think it's interesting because it's your life and that's just what you're used to. But other people aren't used to that. And the thing that's actually really great about moving, right? We're here at a moving conference. It's it's a very there's a lot of physical elements to it that you can see. So trucks and boxes and things like that. I do marketing, so sometimes I'll post something that's me working at my laptop, but that's really boring. But it's really visually intriguing to see just trucks and boxes and warehouses and crew members and someone carrying something, a piece of furniture. That's really actually way more visually interesting than most industries.
I think we underestimate as individuals. We underestimate how interesting our mundane life is to other people.
100%.
And because people are so bored in their own life, they're let me just take a peek into yours.
I just like to see what other people do and how other people live. So I love TikTok, and my favorite thing about TikTok is something random someone will be I live in a small remote town in Alaska, and it's all I'm doing. Yeah, it's I don't know what that is.
Never would want to live there, but would love to take a peek into your life.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even anything exciting. It's I went to the grocery store. This is what the prices are at the grocery store, something like that. But I'm fascinated. I am locked in. You know, I feel the same thing on LinkedIn too when I see what other people do and what other people are doing with their days.
Totally.
It is interesting. It is
Totally.
interesting.
And that's
Yeah.
why Ben being a weirdo every day for a month would do way better than my thought leadership. We'll see. We'll test it,
Yeah.
Daisy. Hosea Botley says, I agree, Rachel.
Hosea. I don't know what you agree with, but like I'm glad that you agree with me, Hosea.
Yeah, we'll take it, right?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here. What's up, Ben? Like, I love the voice to text people. Like, I'm getting old. I'm an old man now doing the voice to text. What's up, Ben? And it's BEN. BEEN. Coming from IAM in NYC. What's up?
Wow, we're here too. That's crazy. We're in the
wild.
same place.
People are actually here. Like 2,000 of our closest friends. Steve Simpson, what's up? Are you here too? Steven, what's going on, dude? Look, our viewership is spiked now that we turn the mics on. That's crazy how that works. Rule number 1 in social, turn the mics on. You know what's crazy too on LinkedIn? Video does terribly on LinkedIn. As a person who's made 700 LinkedIn videos.
Yeah, you probably have a better sample size than I do. I mean, I think
have the best, and it's terrible.
Yeah, I will say it's like other platforms, video is such a huge advantage versus other people. Versus, well, what was I saying? On LinkedIn, I think like the post types are more even. They're a little more.
Daisy's getting into the white wine here.
Ooh.
Little bubbly.
Did she just steal someone's drink, or are these the random?
No,
drinks? Oh, I'll take that. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Yeah.
Sorry,
cheers,
I don't drink.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just kidding. That's sparkling. I would have taken out water actually. I get hot at these things. Oh, wait, I have a water cooler right here. Sponsored by Nedrat. What?
Perfection. Oh. Nedrat.
I never trust but verify, okay? Yeah, so LinkedIn videos terrible. You know what does surprise me?
Terrible. I think it just does as well as it's more even with those types versus other.
You know what does better than video? Plain text.
Yeah. Yeah, no, plain text does great for me.
Yeah. You know what does better than video? Just a still photo.
Yeah, but I will push back on you. That's just LinkedIn. The other platforms, video is king. Like
videos,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure, like on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, but like video is also the most repurposable as well. Because like you know what actually is like a crazy platform for my clients right now on video is YouTube Shorts. Like they're killing it on YouTube Shorts. And
give me an example of like content.
So like I have a client that is a pet relocation company. And like a video that we did, and we basically create videos and then we use them.
There's so much content there.
I know. This kind of like an easier
cheating.
one. I know.
I could run a daycare and just if I could like video kids all day and like here's a baby.
I know we got like
a million hits.
We got like 1 million views on YouTube Shorts. Like I was like, yeah, it was. Was
there a dog in the video or something?
Of course there was a dog in the video, but it's not just that. Like I mean, other clients as well.
Cheating.
Like they're getting more views on YouTube Shorts than they are on other platforms, and YouTube Shorts are like very searchable. So if you're like looking for like a search term, then that stuff is going to show up in your Google results and stuff like that.
Yeah, Google owns YouTube.
Exactly. So
let me ask you this: ChatGPT. How do we start ranking? I feel like ChatGPT it's not going to be. It is the new search engine.
Yeah, and we're seeing that already with my clients. So it's like I do SEO is one of like the services that I provide. And like the number of searches for a term. So it's like looking at like the term, like let's say like international moving company or something.
Yeah.
We're getting like, we're already seeing like a quarter less searches per month, like versus like last
Google
year.
Volumes down?
Yeah, exactly. So like people are not like searching on Google as much as
now.
They
does
used
that
to.
mean that Google search terms price goes up because inventory is lower?
It's more competitive. So yeah, I mean, like I don't think Google is suffering yet for.
But yeah,
money,
ChatGPT doesn't sell these terms yet.
Yeah.
So how do you rank on Chat?
That's a great question. So they're definitely still figuring some things out, but there are some things. So like you can have your site set up a little bit better.
That kind of pays. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Gotta get those pays.
How do you set it up to rank on Chat?
Okay, so again, this is like everyone is still learning a little bit, but the main things that we are seeing that are successful is getting like a site map that's specific for LLMs, like on your website, that helps a lot. Phrasing things as like questions in your content on your website, that helps a lot as well.
Like FAQs.
Yeah, FAQs are huge. And then like the other thing too is just like it's a lot of the same basics as normal SEO, because like most people just don't even have the content on their website to rank, period. They don't have the answers to questions, period, that like people like. So it really is like that is the basics, and most people aren't even like to that point. And that translates to both Google and AI. If you don't have the answer on your site, you're never going to appear the results. So, yeah.
All right. I'm with you. I'm going to throw in one more.
Yeah.
Reddit.
That's what I was going to say.
Reddit.
Yes, this is
Reddit.
True. That's just tough.
And Reddit, you could totally engineer Reddit.
Yeah.
You can go on all the forums and just totally gaslight everybody and just be like, oh my God, Ben's moving company is the best. Oh, I use them too. They're amazing.
Yeah, that's like one of the top. That's one of the top recommendations right now. Is that AI pulls from Reddit more than any other.
It's crazy.
Platform.
They go to Reddit because it's open. It's not behind a wall.
Yeah.
So it's easily searchable, indexable. Maybe Quora back in the day was kind of like this too, right?
Yeah.
But I think Reddit. I think YouTube Shorts is probably going to be good too.
Yeah.
Easily searchable as well. Highly credible.
But like the thing too that we have to keep in mind is like we need to be thinking much more about like these intent-driven searches, and what that means is like someone who is saying, what are the best moving companies? What are the best, corporate housing providers? Like whatever it is, like that stuff is going to be more important than ever, because the more content-y stuff might not deliver as much results as it used to, on Google versus AI.
Yeah. So. Super interesting, y'all. Very important. You better get ahead of this stuff because it's like imagine the internet came out again. And it's like it's an opportunity to start. I remember, movers didn't get in front of Yelp, and then all of a sudden they had 100 negative reviews and they could never dig out of it. Good movers could never dig out of it. And they were pretty much closed out of the COD game. And then all these independents and even fly-by-night people came up and they built their whole strategy around Yelp and these other types of services. And I think that this is another thing like that where ChatGPT is obviously going to be the search engine. And so it's like understanding and getting in front of it and building up your relevance on that. I mean, I just think it's so important, and we gotta crack that code.
It is intimidating. Like I get it. Like it's intimidating for me, and that's like what I do for work. And I'm intimidated, and I always feel like I'm like a little bit behind, or that there's things that I should know already that I might not know yet. But that's like part of it. If you aren't like getting into it and you're not learning and you're not taking the effort to like take like baby steps, first steps. If you're doing anything, then you're already ahead of the game, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Let's leave it there. If you're doing anything, you're ahead of the game. If you're watching this program, you're super ahead of the game. So thank you for hanging in there. Hit that like button. Get in the comments. Let us know if you learned something. It'll be a resource for others. Get your butt over here. Say what's up to us.
IAM.
If you're one of the 2,000 people that are here, say what's up. We're going to be doing this again on Sunday. What time, Daisy?
2:30.
Sunday at 2:30. So after you get out of church, kick back, put on the football game on one thing, watch us on the other. Maybe
that's how I love to spend my Sunday.
I think ratings are going to be through the roof on Sunday. I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, it's going to be sick. Thanks everybody. Take care. We'll see you Sunday.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.